Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Audrey and today we are playing on my island of Pawview in a very early morning edition of the island. If you don't know this about Pawview, it is my hard mode island, and if you've never heard of hard mode before, it is a challenge created by Pat, also known as Nintentalk, here on YouTube, and it's basically just Animal Crossing but with a ton of extra rules. Here's all the rules. If you're not quite getting it, don't worry. Anytime a rule comes up, I'll explain it. Now, before we get into the video, there's a list of things you have to do every day as a part of hard mode. It is a daily checklist, if you will. So let's go ahead and do our dailies. So I did my 2x Nook Miles goals. I did my daily stretching. I watered my crops. I did my NPC quest. I couldn't buy anything from Nook's Cranny or Able Sisters because it's too early, so I'll buy something from there later. And I got my fortune told from Katrina. Okay, hello guys. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but in hard mode you have to make all of your own codes. So if you're like, man, those codes are whack, I made them. That's why they're whack. I'm not the best. I've never made my own codes before this island, so let's be patient. But anyways, we have to make all our own codes, and I am severely lacking in codes. Normally when I'm making an island, I completely fill all 100 slots, and right now I'm only working with a handful of designs. That's not where designs are. Hold on, let's see. Look at this. A handful. Like normally this whole thing would be completely filled, but instead it's empty, right? So I feel like we need to make some more codes. We need to, fill up the ground a little bit more than what we have. So that is the goal of today, is we're going to make some codes, and I'm going to try really hard to not get frustrated because it's really difficult to make your own codes. So I kind of have a list of codes I want to make. Hopefully we can make all of them today, and while I'm making the codes, if I'm using any sort of reference, I'm going to tell you about them and I will link them in the description below. The codes on the docket for today: some wooden planks to have on the ground. I would like a little tree stump to have. I would like another blanket code. I already have one. I would like another one. Some more like little flowers to put on the ground. A little like ribbon bow situation to have on the ground. I think that would be really cute. And I need a puddle pretty badly. A cute little puddle. Alright, now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to an empty spot somewhere on my island and let's just make like a little mood board of codes. I think that would be, a good way to showcase what we have going on. Okay, so here's a little demo of all of my codes. I think it's solid, but maybe as a warm-up, I have an idea. So I want a brick code that just has one kind of in the middle to like place around as well. So let's make that. I think that would be pretty easy to make. So we just go here. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste it here, and then we're gonna change it up, and I'm just gonna keep like the middle brick. All right, just like that. I feel like that is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we did it. I do feel like we need some little dots over here, because there's dots on all the other sides, Perfect. Brick. What should we call it? Brick. Brick middle. That's what we'll call it. All right. Now. Wow. That honestly, I feel like, it's not much, but it's honest work. But like, I feel like this is actually very usable. And then as another little warm-up code before we get into the difficult ones, these little paw prints that I made are cute, but they're not big enough. So let's just make them bigger. This looks so silly the way it is right now. All right. This is better. I feel like, right? Because it's bigger? I mean, let's hope. If it's not better, I'm going to be a little disappointed. Okay. Footprint pattern. All right, let's see. Yeah, I feel like that's better. I like that more. I feel like it's more visible. Okay, so I'm using this plank path this wooden path as inspiration. It says is at Wind and Woods. I can't find much else past that, but I will link the Pinterest post that I found it off of. So let's make these wooden planks. I wish I could just use them. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's hard mode. So we make our own designs here. Alright, first things first, we're gonna make this guy naked. And then, second thing second, I think I'm just gonna go for the brown color palette. We're just gonna start making this thing, I guess. I don't really feel like there is a rhyme or a reason to what I'm doing. I just kind of see the inspo pic right here, and I am following what I'm seeing. Sure. I feel like that does hang a little bit to the left there, but, you know, I'm just gonna call it good. Sorry, but also not very sorry. And then I'll just fill both of them. I'm starting to feel less confident because I need like a wood pattern in here, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm gonna need more brown. Okay, I feel like I got somewhere with that. This brown right here, this like really red tone brown, is gonna get changed, but I feel like we are somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's exactly where I want to be, but we're somewhere, that's for sure. Alright, so now why don't I should probably stop messing with it, you know? I should probably just let it be what it is. Now let's do the other one. Okay, I feel like I'm not gonna get much happier with it, so I'm just gonna leave it. But now I'm gonna edit the colors to be closer to what I want. And I say it like that because I'm not entirely sure what I want. I like this one. Does that look like a wooden plank? I feel like the one on the left does, but the one on the right doesn't. Well, let's just try it. Let's just try it and see. Da, da, da. Yeah, the one on the left looks good, if I do say so myself. Well, you know, I feel like we get the idea. Like, it's not perfect. Well, let's try to fix it. Since we're here, let's just try to fix it a little bit. Like this, I feel like is the problem. A little bit. I just want to break this up somehow. Yeah, I feel like that looks better when we do it like that. Alright, I feel like I fixed it by doing that. I mean, we get what it's supposed to be, right? And don't disagree with me or I will be sad. Okay, we'll call that good. So why don't we do another one, but we have it going up. And then that will be what we have going for our wooden planks. So we can cross that off the little checklist. Boom. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm just going to kind of like look at what this creator has and kind of just copy them. Sorry, but we're honest here. Yeah. That works. And then we'll do another one down this way. Sure. Is this a good look? I don't really know. I'm realizing I'm not doing a lot of talking while I'm doing this. I'm very focused. I don't think I've ever been this focused in my life. This is serious business here. Animal Crossing is no joke. Okay, I feel like that top one looks, you know, like a wood plank. Like, we get the idea. Maybe it's not perfect, but we get what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? So let's do the next one. How's it looking? How are we doing? I feel like it's doing well. Alright, I feel like that looks like a wooden plank. I will not take criticism on whether or not it actually looks like one. We're just gonna say that it does. Except, oh, that needs to be there. Wow. Wooden planks, baby. Plank again. Alright, let's place it and hope. I do feel like I'm going for cottagecore so the wood can be dark, right? Like this is darker dirt and this is darker wood. Yeah, I feel like it's all looking alright. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally looking good. To stick with the wood theme, I want to make like a stump like this. This is my inspo. So I found this on Pinterest. The problem with Pinterest is like people repost on there. So I'm not 100% sure if this belongs to the original poster. This is the creator code. The link is below. That's very good. But this is the inspiration. You've probably seen tons of little stump codes out there, and that's kind of what I'm going for right now. So let's attempt to make one of our own. I'm tempted to just copy this and keep this color palette. You know what? We'll do it. We'll keep that color palette. So I do want one big circle. So let's just make a circle while we're here. Oh, I'm using a... Okay, good. I was about to be upset with myself. All right, so we've made a circle. I don't like this color being the color. Can I use the fill tool and will it work? It worked. Or did it? It worked on some of it. Okay. I'm figuring out what's going on here. So we've done that. I want it to be much lighter than what I have. So we're going to change these colors. I really don't feel like I know what I'm doing a lot here. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a very meaningful difference between those two colors. And I feel like with this, there kind of has to be. We want this to be much paler than it is. But it is so orange when I do it that way. Okay. There we go. Let's make this like one more thick. Is this a good color? Like that, maybe? It kind of gives donut vibes. Like, I am getting more donut than tree stump, to be honest. I don't know if that's bad. It really looks like a donut. I am trying, I swear. I really don't feel like this is giving tree stump at all. Like, that does not look like a tree stump. It just kind of looks like nothing. I'm getting serious now about this code designing situation, alright? Yeah, I feel like it's already looking better once I kind of copied what someone else was doing. I guess I am not the most talented at doing this. Well, it is my first time. I shouldn't be super hard on myself, but, you know. I like to just, like, sit down and immediately be good at something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole learning curve, I'm not totally about, you know, learning something. I'd rather just immediately be good at it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like I designed like a good enough base. It just, you know, it needed shaping, I guess. Okay, I feel like, does that look like a stump? I feel like it looks like a stump. I don't actually feel that way. Man, maybe if I fixed the colors on it, it would give stump. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's close, but not quite there. So let's fix the colors. Maybe if we made this all a little bit more gray toned, like, let's just desaturate it all up a little bit. Does it look better that way? I don't know. I don't know if this dream is gonna happen for me. I feel like it's the middle color that's like that light color that's throwing me off. Maybe that? It just does not look like a stump. It really doesn't look like anything. I might give up on my stump dream. Unless, let me look for a different reference. I might just leave it. I mean, like, it doesn't look like a stump. It doesn't really look like anything. Did that fix it? I feel like it looks good, like, in the pixel art, but it doesn't look good anywhere else. I promise you I'm trying. Does that look like a stump? Well, I'm gonna keep both, and I'll fix them later. I don't have the attention span for these stumps. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Let's go to an easy one. I'm gonna do a blanket code, but a very simple one. Oh, let's change the palette. I always go for the same palette. And then I'm gonna take this color and this color, and I'm gonna put random dots everywhere. Okay, so now I have a bunch of these random dots everywhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the color to more of a cream color, and then I'm gonna oh, I don't know what just happened there. Just so it has some like texture. Now I think I'm just gonna do like light pink, and I'm gonna just use the pink that I already have. Maybe I'll do green. Let's do green instead. That's not exactly 8 in between like the other ones, but I'm just gonna be okay with it. And then I'm gonna do like a shading color. Nope. keep editing. I got in the zone and I messed up. I'm mad at myself. I mean, I'll be okay, but still, you know. I'm adding this green thing to give it more dimension because it's very light. It's hard to see on the actual blanket. Just trying to give the whole thing a little bit more like body and dimension. I think I'm learning when you make your own codes, you're going to want to add a lot of like little tiny details. It really just makes it look better when you do that. So speaking of, I'm going to make a darker green than what I have. I feel like I don't like it. I feel like I like it just the way it is, like this. Like, I feel like that's a good enough blanket code, right? Let's call it blanket. Okay. Let's see how it looks. I would say for my skill level, this is pretty solid. Like these two blankets, they're pretty solid options, so I'm gonna stick with them. I'm tempted to make a brown one, but I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I feel like this stump is growing on me. Like I feel like I might just use it. This one, I don't think so, but I feel like this one is growing on me. Or we'll make little leaves first. I found this on Pinterest. The original creator is called Sugar Clouds. It'll be linked below. And it looks, this is just kind of a little simple situation here. I've made these little, I don't even know what they are. Little clover things. I hit the wrong button so consistently. It's like not even funny. Yeah, I feel like that's something, maybe. Does it look like little? I mean, it looks like little leaves. Like, we get the idea. So, I'm going to go with that. We're going to call that good. And then I just want some flowers. So, I'm going to use the same color palette, I think. So, here's my plan. So, I found this online. This also says it's at Wind and Woods on Twitter. So at Wind and Woods is really just doing everything for me. So please follow them because they are really carrying my channel on their back right now, you know? Okay. Yep. There's a flower. Okay, this is kind of looking like something. Let's do another one. I feel like that's fine. I feel like I'm going to go with that. Like, that looks good to me. I mean, for my skill level, I think that looks good. Okay. I mean, I want to change that green. The dark green. And then I think it looks really solid, to be honest. Let's see. Is that better? Well, actually, I want to do a bow. Let's do a bow first. So this little ribbon bow situation, I also found on Pinterest. It looks like the original creator is called soup_ACNH on Twitter. So we're going to follow soup_ACNH's what their little bow looks like, because it's really cute. So I think I'm going to start here. Okay, that is a bow, if I've ever seen one. You know what I'm saying? I think this can just be like that. Well, that's too straight now. What if we did that? I mean, that's a bow, y'all. Nobody would not call that a bow, you know? That's solid, all right? So I'm just going to add some shading. It really does make your codes look so much better when you just try to add just a smidgen amount of realism, to be completely honest, though. That's good enough for me. Wow, look at that. That's cute. And you get what I'm going for with all these codes, right? Like, they might not be perfect, but you get it. You understand what's happening here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the more I'm looking at the stump, the more I'm like, it's believable that it's a stump. So let me know which one you think looks better. Okay. Now, lastly, we're going to do a puddle. We're going to make a little puddle, and then we're going to call it good. So, is there a good, just very blue color palette already? This one. This one has a lot of blue in it. We can't argue with that. I found this code, and it looks like the original creator does not speak English. It looks like their name is in Japanese, and I can't read that. So we're just gonna imitate them, and hopefully they are not offended by that. And I am just gonna go with these general colors, and then I'm gonna change them later. That feels easier to do. I realize I'm not talking very much. I'm very focused. This takes a lot of concentration, I'm noticing. I'm just kind of changing the colors slowly but surely. Right here and like that. Sure. I don't know if anybody else is gonna see it as a puddle, but we will find out. And then I'm just gonna make like a organic shape. Sure. That's the shape of my puddle. And then we'll just slowly make some darker layers. Okay, I think I've done it. And now I just need to add some highlights. So we're gonna add something like here. Right? That looks like it's something. Yeah. I'm gonna call that a puddle. I don't know about you, but that's a puddle right there. All right, I think this is definitely one of the more challenging things of hard mode. All right, let's look at our codes. Now, is that perfect? No, but do you understand that it's a puddle? Yes. The little tiny droplet looks good. The big puddle, I don't know about, but you get it. Like, you get that that's a bow, you get that that's a flower, you get that this is a blanket, you get that this is a path, you maybe get that these are supposed to be stumps. I'm not sure. You get this as a wood plank, you get this as a, you know what I mean? You get it, you know? We're understanding what's going on here. Is it perfect? No. But maybe that's the fun of it, you know? Maybe that's it. I think I would like to make like little mushrooms and some little buttons and some little dresses. I need more clothes to wear, like desperately, because it's spring now and all the clothes I've designed are winter clothes. But I feel like this is a pretty good start, especially considering that I'm not, I'm pretty new to this whole situation. So yeah, I think we will call it there. This has taken me so many hours of my life has been spent doing this. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you've ever made your own codes, let me know if you found that to be challenging or if you enjoy it. Or if you don't make your own codes, I feel you. I know why you don't, because this is not easy. And if you want to see more of my hard mode journey, if you want to see me use these codes in a future video, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.